Hello everyone, this is Fode Mary to Scammer your legal healthite. You can follow me on WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and that of my YouTube channel. The law is a beautiful thing. Be inspired. Today, we are going to discuss an interesting topic under the law of contract: how and when an offeror becomes an offeree, and how and when an offeree becomes an offeror. To start with, for a contract to be legally binding in the face of the law, or for a contract to be treated as a binding contract, there are conditions or there are elements that needs to be satisfied, or there are elements that needs to be fulfilled. First of this element or first of this condition is that there must be an established offer, an established acceptance, consideration, intention to create legal relation, certainty, privity, and that of capacity. So these are the conditions, or these are the elements that needs to be fulfilled for a contract to be legally binding in the face of the law. Now this poses the question: how and when an offeror becomes an offeree, and how and when an offeree becomes an offeror. I bring you the principle of counteroffer. Counteroffer is a situation where this position changes. Now let's say, for instance, Mr. A have a goods worth 50,000 yuans and decide to sell the goods to Mr. B for 50,000 yuans. So whilst the offer was made to Mr. B for 50,000 yuans, Mr. B inspect the goods and decide not to buy the goods for 50,000 yuans but 30,000 yuans. Bam. In this situation, the position changes. Now let's say, for instance, initially Mr. A happens to be what? The offeror, and Mr. B happens to be what? The offeree. So the moment Mr. B decide not to buy the goods for 50,000 yuans but 30,000 yuans, then a counter offer is made. Then in this situation, the position now has what? Turned in the flip side. Now Mr. B happens to be the offeror, and Mr. A happens to be the offeree. So it is upon Mr. A to accept the offer of 30,000 yuans made by what? Mr. B. So this is a situation wherein the position of an offeror or an offeree changes when a counter offer is initiated. But however, it is important to note that whenever a counter offer is made, it terminates the original term of the contract. Now let's say, for instance, a situation that has to do with an exclusion clauses or an exemption clauses. The moment a counter offer is made, that exclusion clause is terminated, or that exclusion clause is terminated. So if the offeror wants this exclusion clause to be reinstated or to be reaffirmed, he must mention what? That exclusion clause whilst what? The second contract was initiated. So I thank you all. Comment, like, and share.